So let's talk about second row. Plenty of space, a little bit more. Now that will be dependent on where the front seats are located, but there is a lot more leg space here. So for those who need it, guess what? You have it. And we're gonna have the fold down center console, we'll say right here, if you wanna call it that. Gonna have the cup holders here and a little bit of space. You can use that as an armrest, but honestly it needs to be a little bit higher in my opinion. But I understand why it's not, because that would protrude too much into the third row area back there. We'll put that back up out of the way. We're gonna have the rear seat pockets on the back of each seat, if you wanna take advantage of that for storage. And the rear of the center console features the air conditioning vents right here. Get that to come on for us. That's gonna be on high right now, but we can adjust that all the way down if we want to. And then we can drop the temperature if we need to do that. So there's your third zone of climate control. And last but not least, something that I know a lot of you like to check off, right down here is going to be your USB ports. All right, let's talk about what your second and third row passengers are going to find. Now, one thing you won't find is right up here. There is no sunroof. So for those of you that don't want a sunroof, I know that's my preference. There is that option for you. Now, let's talk about the door panel. We're going to start off with the shade right here. You can put that shade in place manually if you want to. We have the nice large armrest, a little bit of padding built in there, actually quite a bit, that makes it very comfortable. Then we're going to have the upper and the lower door bins right here. Got a couple of cup holder options there if you need those. Now, something that's nice for your rear seat passengers, your third row passengers, is going to be right here. The fact that these seats move back and forth. Now, it's only the outboard seats. The middle row seat doesn't actually do that. To gain access to the third row, there's a button on the bottom side of the seat right here. You can see that. When you push that button, that will allow the seat to get right up there out of the way. And I am going to hop back here and show you how things look with the seats back pretty far. Now, depending on where these seat backs are positioned, you have quite a bit of head space. If you sit straight up, a little bit less, but it's not too bad. Adults can actually fit back here. However, one thing I do wish was here that isn't, is you have the air conditioning vents built in right here. I'd rather have that in the roof area because it seems to be closer to the passenger that way, or at least to their face. That seems to work better. We're also gonna have a couple of cup holders right there and the USB port. You can see the same thing over here on this side. Overall, I'd say for a three-row SUV, there is a reasonable amount of space. And one more thing, there's a button right here on the back of the seat if I need to push that to get out in case the middle row passengers forget about me.